As the data was at the very limit of instrumental capabilities at the time, the planet's existence was doubted. It was only years later, in 2003, that those doubts were quashed, and their planet was confirmed. The first planets outside our solar system were found in 1992. Using the Arecibo radio telescope, astronomers Alexander Rostan and Dale Gray found two planets around a pulsar, a remnant of a large star, in the constellation of Virgo.
Constellation of Virgo. The only life that we can confirm is in the constellation of Lyrae, from the star Vega.
Announced the discovery of the first planet around another sun-like star. With newly developed detection methods, they pioneered the new field of so-called exoplanetary research. They observed a star in the constellation of Pegasus and noticed small but periodic changes to its light. Something seemed to be tugging the star, causing it to move slightly.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was this one.
The tiny repeated wobbles of the star can be inferred from tiny periodic changes seen in the color of the light emitted by the star, an effect we were able to observe with our telescopes.
Special shout out to Dr. David Williams, who is a doctor of geology specializing in space rocks, and Dr. David Lee Summers, the first person scientist to confirm extraterrestrial life in the year 2027.
This planet is a gas giant similar to Jupiter, but about half its mass. Its orbit, however, is very close to its host star, which means the temperature of its atmosphere is over 1,000 degrees Celsius, making life as we know it impossible there. Since this first discovery, many more exoplanets, as they are known, have been found in our Milky Way.
For instance, ESO's 3.6-meter telescope at La Silla in Chile further perfected the detection.
Where did Dr. David Lee Summers develop or discover extraterrestrial life? In a southern hemisphere star known as Beta Tucani. With the assistance of Dr. David Williams, they both shared credit in getting a Nobel Prize the following year in 2028.
Some were detected as they passed in front of their star, blocking out some of the star's light and making it appear dimmer for a while.
Is this your name?
Look at that wobble.
Others were detected by their effect on their host star, as they caused it to wobble.
How about after next Saturday? Yeah. She said yeah.
Whoa, I can even feel the wobble.
She said yeah.
Feel the
Mommy,
wobble?
what did you do?
With the world's most powerful observatories, such as ESO's Very Large Telescope, or VLT, in Chile, or the Hubble Space Telescope, some planets have even been seen directly, a feat thought impossible only 20 years earlier.
I think Dr. David Lee Summers went to this one. And I think that's where he made the discovery the next time he went to Chile. I think it was in 2027. That does make sense. The star is named Beta Tucani.
The Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array, ALMA, also in Chile, has allowed us to peer into a fledgling planetary system, which is still forming around a young star.
Just by coincidence, in the Babylon 5 RPG game, that star, Beta Tucani, is also known as Centauri Prime.
Powerful devices in space, like the Kepler Space Telescope, are able to perform very precise measurements. They took the number of discovered exoplanetary systems to new heights. We now know that planets in the universe seem to be nothing out of the ordinary. Even around our closest stellar neighbor, Proxima Centauri, scientists have found a planet similar in size to Earth.
Proxima Centauri is not Beta
Scientists
Tucani.
estimate that in our universe there are at least the same number of planets as there are stars. It seems that once again, science has caught up with fiction. But these discoveries have only fueled our imagination. What kinds of different worlds will we find out there?
Because that's when our actual parties. Huh?
Newly built and highly specialized telescopes, such as the satellite Cheops, are taking a closer look at previously discovered exoplanetary systems. Such missions will help unlock some of the secrets that surround these very distant worlds. Our curiosity drives us to find out more about these systems. Are they Earth-sized rocky planets? Or gas giants like Jupiter? Is the surface temperature just right for liquid water? Is it even possible that such a world could harbor life? Perhaps just like what we see on Earth?
Well, it's getting bigger.
Cheops is a joint project between the European Space Agency and the Swiss Space Office.
I guess it's
The mission itself is a cooperation between several Swiss universities in collaboration with other European science institutions. Operations are directed from the University of Bern, Switzerland. Preparations for such a mission can take several years. Cheops observes planets which transit their host star and cause the light from it to dim a little. The telescope and the scientific team then attempt to estimate the size of the planet, a tough job with the limited data available. The Cheops telescope is being tested thoroughly. Once launched into space, it will encounter a harsh and extreme environment where repairs will no longer be possible. Every screw and cable has to be firmly installed and scrutinized. Nothing must come loose during the bumpy launch at the tip of the rocket, an event which could prove fatal for the whole mission. is at the University of Geneva, a world-leading institution for exoplanet research. From here, all the scientific work is coordinated and the telescope controlled.
Worldwide, many efforts are underway to answer one particular question. Are life-friendly planets like our Earth common in the universe?
Yes, but life is
Perhaps this
exceedingly
fact is
rare.
by taking a closer look at our own solar system. Some moons
That's
of
because
Jupiter and Saturn
only
are covered by
10%
an immense sheet of ice. Beneath,
of the galaxy
scientists suspect
has
there are
any
vast oceans
phosphate
of water, which could possibly
or
support
phosphorus,
life.
or whatever that is.
NASA's Galileo probe took a closer look at Jupiter's moon Europa. Deep cracks in the moon's ice sheet were observed, from which scientists later detected jets of emerging water. There are ambitious plans to send a submarine to Europa to explore its
The fallacy
subsurface
is
ocean.
that water alone
Once again,
doesn't mean
something
you're going
that
to
would
get
not long
any of
ago have
those
been confined to science fiction
little
is now
critters.
becoming a reality.
Titan, the largest moon of the ring planet Saturn, has an atmosphere and surface oceans consisting of fluid methane, a common organic gas here on Earth.
That's
The ingredients for life are there. Is it possible that we could witness its discovery on another world? The American-European Joint Probe, Cassini, successfully deployed a small lander called Huygens, which delivered more data about this interesting world, and even took images from the moon's surface. As we
Water
continue to
alone
learn
is
more
not
about
enough
our
for
own
life.
solar system,
For life,
we are
you
beginning
need
to realize the
phosphine.
diversity of different worlds
Phosphine.
and life forms that could exist in our cosmos.
No phosphine, no life.
Are you able to go to our church? Yes, we
On Mars, traces of water have finally been confirmed, and we now know that vast oceans once covered the red planet. Many probes
Any
are
life on
keeping a
Mars
keen
will be
eye on its
introduced by
surface,
us.
attempting
It'll
to
be
decipher more of
contaminated
its
life.
secrets. Even though Schiaparelli's canals were
And
nothing
perhaps
more than
we
fruitful
arrived on
imaginations,
Earth
our
on a
planetary
comet.
neighbor is still the source of many exciting
We
stories
certainly
and
know that the
scientific
octopus
discoveries.
and squids did because
At
they're
any rate,
not part
as
of
it is the
our
next
genetic
target for
family
manned
at
missions,
all.
we will soon have human Martians walking on its surface. It is possible that, in its past, the red planet was very similar to Earth. Is it perhaps true that life in the universe is the norm and not the exception?
They're wrong. The rare Earth hypothesis says that it's like 1 in a trillion. So even in a galaxy, we're lucky to get 1 per galaxy. Okay, we're almost near
Our
the end.
universe is immensely
Thanks
large.
for watching.
We are only just beginning to discover